it's here, Annie Sloan's Chalk Paint in my house. I've waited so long for this moment because up until now you could not get ASCP in Australia. So today I'm about to try it for the very first time. I'm Sharon from Iris Store Stuff. Let's go and paint with Annie Sloan's Chalk Paint. Now Annie has a bunch of different colours, but today I'm using Paris Grey. Giving the can a really good shake. There it is. Well, here I am in my workshop and I've never used Annie Sloan's Chalk Paint before, but if you've been following my blog or on Facebook, you'll know that for the last couple of years since I've heard about chalk paint, I've really wanted to try it, and I actually found a couple of DIY recipes on the internet that I've tried since then. So I'm really looking forward to trying the real thing and seeing how Annie's paint works and how it compares to just doing it yourself. But it sure beats mixing up the stuff. So let's have a look. There's the consistency. Let's put it right there. And I'm just gonna go with the flow. This is a really pretty grey, Paris grey. And I know watching Annie's videos, she kind of just slaps paint on any old house. So I'm a bit of a neat person and like to do these nice neat lines, but I know that you can just go any which way, so let's just go for it. And since we're using Annie's paint, let's just do like Annie does. This is so much fun. And of course you can just make, you know, texture on it with it and everything. So I really like the smoothness that it's going on with my DIY chalk paint. Sometimes I get those little bits of lumps that haven't been really properly mixed in when you're using grout or plaster of Paris to make your own chalk paint. Look, I just can't help myself, can I? I just keep doing these straight lines. And I'm finding with the knife, it's not as wide, but it's, you know, a big fat brush. It's really going on really quickly, and you can just see that I've used no primer. I haven't done any sanding or any prepping to this piece, and that chalk paint just feels like it's just sticking on really, really well. It dries really quickly too. You'll find that chalk paint dries rather quickly. You get the grooves there. Using a round tipped brush like this will also help to get in those grooves on the sides. Well, there you go, that's the first coat, and I've literally just finished painting the legs and everything, and the top, which I started with, is actually dry to the touch. So it's really quick drying because, you know, it's chalk paint, it's got that chalkiness. The DIY recipes, the do-it-yourself recipes that I've used in the past have used either grout or plaster of Paris, which is that chalk, gives it that chalky texture. But Annie's paint's quite smooth when I feel it, unless you're doing that effect with the stipple, but it's quite smooth to the finish, which the paints that I've made my own recipes for have quite a rough sort of surface feeling. So yeah, it really makes it a quick job of painting because it dries so quickly. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it a second coat now. Now remember, with chalk paint you don't need any primers or sealers or undercoats. Chalk paint will stick to anything, and if you're looking for more tutorials on chalk paint and how to use it, Annie Sloan AnnieSloanChalk.com has lots of tutorial videos and examples of great work that she's doing. The second coat is also going on a lot quicker than the first one. As with most projects, you'll find you don't need as much on the second coat. If you have a look at the consistency there, this is the wax, clear wax. It looks a bit like butter consistency, margarine. In America they have Crisco, it really looks like that. I'm just going to take a bit out of my furniture piece here. Plastic lid. Which I'm trying to do. Apply it with a brush. Says that waxing a piece of furniture is like putting on hand cream, so you're just trying to get the wax into the paint. You can see that it just feels like that. It feels like you can feel that the wax is going into the paint. Chalk paint has, I suppose, a porous texture. You can use a cloth or a brush, but the brush allows you to get into all the little grooves. Okay, so we've got the clear wax on. I didn't mention that before, it's clear wax. And now we're going to do a little bit of sanding along the edges to shabby the look of it, give it an antique look. Now I'm only showing you the very basic method of using Annie Sloan's chalk paint because there's so many other different variations and ways you can use it. This is just one of them. And then of course, after we've done this sanding, we'll wax it again. I also have dark wax here, so I'd like to try that, and that is apparently a little bit scary for the first time when you use it, but let's not be scared, let's just go for it. I'm just experimenting with dark wax now for the very first time, and I've put some on my brush. I don't have an Annie Sloan wax brush, which I really like at this stage because I've had a go on some of the other leaves, but we're trying to get the dark wax into the grooves. This is really scary. I agree with everybody who says it's scary. Get too much dark wax in some spots. You totally just have to get the clear wax again, and I'm going over that. And as I do the clear wax over there, the dark wax comes off with that, but leaves it still in the crevices to give it the aged patina. Well, that was fun, painting my very first piece of furniture with Annie Sloan's chalk paint, and it was great. It was a good product to use. Went on super smooth. Would I use it again? Definitely. It was better than just mixing up all that stuff that I've been mixing up myself. Comes in a great range of colours. If you're from Australia or New Zealand and you'd like to try Annie's paint, just go to anniesloan.com and she has a list of retailers there that will be able to help you. Happy painting!